Hey there, World Civ students. It's Mr. Mori coming with your Tuesday video to help you, give you some directions on how to do this. So you'll want to first check your Canvas assignments, because that's where this is going to be located. You should be, this YouTube channel, as well as I should be sending an email reminding you about this. But this document will be attached to the Canvas assignment. It is the one that I did not have time to pass out um, on that last day that we had, and it coincidentally is the only one that I have the digital file of, so that kind of works out. So you'll download this document, you will type your responses, and then there will be a place for you on the Canvas assignment to upload the document once you're done with it for me to grade it. So that's the first thing that you're going to do today. And I am considering, just a little update, I am considering options for doing the other French Revolution documents in Canvas. Basically all it would look like is it would be an assignment in Canvas where it would just have like the Great Fear, and then it would have the questions in a spot for you to just type the responses that you wrote. That's just in case I feel that it's likely that we won't come on April 20th, so I haven't decided if I'm going to do that. If I do that, if I do make that how you'll turn in those French Revolution worksheets, it will be on the day that we would normally have to review for the French Revolution and Napoleon exam, so that you would have a day fully dedicated to just typing up assignments that we have been working on, not digitally. So the second half of what we're doing today, and this is really the bulk of it, the other worksheet shouldn't take more than maybe 10-15 minutes max. This is the bulk of today's work, and I did pass this out to you guys before you left. Primary source analysis of the French Revolution, document the Declaration of the Rights of Man. This is the last day that we'll be talking about the French Revolution, so just make sure that you're caught up with everything with the French Revolution, that you have the Turmoil and Unrest worksheet done. You have the Storming of the Bastille, the Guillotine, the Great Fear, the French Estates. You have those worksheets done. You're going to do the Reign of Terror today. You've done both of the discussion questions, both of the sets of discussion questions for the French Revolution notes. And if you missed the window to turn those in Canvas, you can still answer those questions. You can still see them. They just probably won't let you submit them. You can still submit those into me through email if that's how you have to do it. But in the future, try to be checking Canvas every day so that you don't miss the windows in which those discussions are available. So this document. The reason why I'm making a video is because this worksheet can be a little confusing. It really isn't, but I'm making this video just to help out just in case. So task number 1 says read handout titled France Before the Revolution in 1789. Use a highlighter to identify those aspects of life in the 18th century France that demonstrate or imply a lack of human rights. One example has been identified for you to see in italics, and I don't actually, I think that's down below and under the task 3 part there, but point is you don't need the examples. So where you'll find that document you're supposed to highlight things is, for task 1, is right on the back of this paper. So what you'll do for task 1 is you're going to read this, which describes what life was like before the revolution, and you'll find things that seem unfair or unjust to you, like if somebody has to pay taxes but doesn't have the right to vote, things that aren't fair, right? So you'll highlight those things that you feel after reading this that are not fair, okay? So that's task 1. Task 2 says read handout, read handout extracts from the Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen, and fill out the soapstone blank template. Now, I am not having you do the soapstone template. I don't think I even printed that out for you guys. If I did, just ignore it. So what you're going to do for task 2 is read the other part of the document. These are excerpts from the Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen. The article, kind of like how our Constitution has different articles, will be numbered. So Article 4, Article 1, right? And so task 3, this is where it all comes together. In task 1, you identified issues that people had in this time period, injustices, things that were unfair. And in task 2, you read the articles, right? Well, now for task 3, what you're going to do for 3 different cases, you'll notice that there is, you know, there's A, B, C, right? So you have to do this 3 times. You will identify one of the injustices and then the article that addresses that injustice. So, for example, if you found something on this piece of paper, forgive Henry up there, he's having a rough day. If you find an injustice on this paper, like say people have to pay taxes but they don't get to vote, right? You would find an article in the Declaration of the Rights of Man, which was a document of the French Revolution, which was the whole purpose of making that document was to fix the injustices of pre-revolutionary France. So you would find the article that fixes the problem you identified on here. So again, if you identified, oh, people, they can't, you know, they have to pay taxes but they can't vote. That's an injustice from this time period. You would then find the article that addresses that and fixes that. So it would be an article stating that people can vote, or if you pay taxes, you can vote. Something that fixes that injustice from here. So how that would look on this document, right? Come on, camera, you got this. So you have example of abuse addressed by declaration. So I would put there, you know, tax without representation, and then you see article that addresses it, right? And you would write the number of the article or articles that address that issue, and you do that 3 times. And this is going to be on the Canvas page, and I'll show you what it should look like in a minute, so that you can just type out your responses immediately and turn it in, you know, immediately. Then the other 2 questions you answer. You don't really need the rest of the document to answer them. It's just kind of rechecking your knowledge. That third, or sorry, let's see. Yeah, number 2, how do you think each of the main groups of people in France would react? What I want is I want you to address how do you think each estate would react to this document? What would the first estate think of the Declaration of the Rights of Man? What would the second estate think? What would the third estate think? Right? And that is the assignment. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like in Canvas. Shrink me a little bit here. I hope that I have this up. Right? So I'm still creating the assignment. I still have to upload this video that we're filming right now. I'm going to upload it right here, and so you'll just be able to click it. But you can see you have the Reign of Terror document, which you will download or open in Google Docs, and then I have here file upload, so you'll be able to upload that file, and that's how you'll turn that in. Then it says then proceed to the assignment passed out, primary source analysis. Here's the video. All right, so then you can see that I have your questions right here. So you would just type right here, text without representation, right? And you would answer, and you would, well, actually, you probably are going to want to copy this, right? I got ahead of myself. I apologize. So you want to copy this, and you'll see down here I also have a text entry. So in the text entry, you'll paste this in there, and then you'll type your responses. So when you turn in this document, when you're done with this assignment, you will have uploaded the Reign of Terror worksheet, and you will have copied and pasted these questions into the text entry place on the assignment with your responses. And I will go through and grade those, and it will be a 35-point assignment. I'm just combining both assignments together since we're doing them on the same day. And you'll have until the end of the week to complete that. Let's see. That's all we're doing today. Tomorrow we are going to start Napoleon. We're just going to do the early life, and you're actually going to do the Napoleon early life worksheet, which would take a decent chunk of time. And then on Thursday and Friday, we'll be doing the Napoleon Bonaparte notes, and you'll be doing the Napoleon Bonaparte worksheet. And I don't know if I passed out the Battle of Waterloo worksheet, but case in point, by the end of this week, we will be hopefully done with all of the Napoleon notes and anything related to that. This coming week, we'll probably be watching a Napoleon Bonaparte documentary. And then there will be what we were going to have a day of review, but we're not. How do you do that? You can't do Kahoot that way. So, although I think it was actually a Jeopardy game, so I might just upload that so that you can review that way. And I am going to actually, my plan right now is to just go ahead and suck it up and type the French Revolution and Napoleon Bonaparte test. I'm just going to go ahead and post it in Canvas. It will be a time test. Yes, of course, it's an online test, so you can still Google things, but I don't have time limits put on each question so that, if you waste all this time Googling answers, you're not going to have enough time to finish the test. Because the simple reality is you shouldn't need to Google things to get these questions right. So because I can't dictate you going to Google to look up answers, the only way that I can guarantee that you have a less likelihood of doing that is to limit the amount of time. And if you're one of Miss Wingate's kid, of course you'll still have extended time, and maybe Miss Wingate will do like a Zoom or something to work that out with you. I'll have to talk about that with her, but that is the plan for the rest of this unit. After the French Revolution test, we will start Unit 4, and then we'll have spring break, and when we come back from spring break, we'll finish Unit 4, and I dearly, dearly hope so badly that we're coming back on April 20th because I do not like working from home. I just feel cooped up. I feel caged in. I don't like being an online teacher. It feels like I'm everybody's IT specialist, no more than a teacher. So I don't know about you, but I want to come back. Have a good day. Ask me any questions if you don't understand how to do this assignment, please. I still want you to pass. All right, have a good day.